Good morning. How are you? Samhar, come with me quickly. In the hospital, she is a helping hand which carries mercy and compassion and hope for recovery to all the patients. She cares for her patients as if they were her fathers, brothers, or mothers and sisters. With their medicine, the patients receive a dose of her smiles and prayers for recovery. Yemeni women are now carrying out complex operations like their male counterparts. Here, her colleague is instructing her on duties of her new job. Her new career involves helping the society where help is most needed, the health profession. It has been recorded that women nurses are on the increase in the Republic's hospitals and clinics. There are also tens of Yemeni female doctors engaged in the healthcare services of the country, performing their duties and treating whoever is in need of their services.
بلادنا تمتلك عشرات الطبيبات اللائي يؤدين واجبهن في تطبيب وتمريض من يحتاج إليهن.
Hello, Arwa. How are you? Hello, Samhar. Listen, what are we going to cook for lunch today? What are we going to cook for lunch today? Like every day, of course. Where are you going? Resignation? Why resign? She is sad because she would have to leave her job for getting married, although she had found her human dignity and belonging there in marriage, even though she will find in the house greater attachment to her natural role as a mother. But she feels sad because of the uncertainty that fate stores for her. This woman is working in the factory just as good as her male counterpart. She is in a position to deal with the machine in the textile factory and the many other factories throughout the country with intelligence and skill. Women in our country has become a productive power which cannot be taken lightly. She represents an equal to men in all fields and modes of production. She is ambitious and still in keeping up her struggle as a housewife at the same time. The revolution had enabled her to make her way in the manner she chooses.
في كافة حقول العمل والإنتاج. كما أنها في المدرسة طالبة مجتهدة حريصة على التحصيل، وهي في البيت ربة بيت.
This is a house for a group of female students who have come from villages to the provincial center to continue their secondary school education. The spirit of cooperation prevails in this house for the sake of learning. These students cooperate in the preparation of their main meals and at the same time enjoy the taste of their struggle.
ويتمتعن بلذة الكفاح والحياة. أهداف الجمعية لها أهداف اجتماعية وإنسانية، وذلك من خلال الاتصال بالأسر الفقيرة، تعليم المرأة.
The long-range objectives of the Yemeni Women Association are humanitarian in nature, and through contacts with socially deprived families, the Yemeni Women Association tries to educate its members and make them qualified for handicrafts and vocational skills. Also, the Yemeni Women Association strives to attain educational goals through literacy programs, workshops, seminars, and libraries.
بالإضافة إلى وجود مكتبة ثقافية تطلع فيه المرأة. كما تعمل أيضا الجمعية على مساعدة المرأة العاملة والموظفة، وذلك من خلال قيام رياض الأطفال. وتشارك الجمعية أيضا في المهرجانات والمناسبات الدينية والوطنية والقومية. كما تشارك الجمعية في المؤتمرات والندوات العالمية والعربية. كما تعمل الجمعية على التجمع النسائي تحت كلمة حب الوطن من الإيمان. وإذا نظرنا من خلال الواقع والأهداف الجمعية سنجد أن كل ذلك يعكس على واقع المرأة اليمنية حديثا، باعتبارها نصف المجتمع ومكلفة بتربية النصف الآخر، وباعتبارها جزءا لا يتجزأ من المورد البشري المحقق لأهدافنا التنموية. وهذا يعطي إشراقة ودفعة جديدة للمرأة في كافة المجالات التي تفيد الأسرة اليمنية من خلال الخدمات التي تقدمها الجمعية، سواء كانت اجتماعية أو تربوية أو صحية.
هناك عدد من جمعيات. There are a number of women associations in the different provinces of the country. These associations host a number of women activities and training women in a number of fields. These associations work side by side with the country's training centers and cultural outlets to lure women into the productive sector through professional career training.
استيعاب هذه الطاقة الإنسانية المتمثلة في قطاع المرأة وإعدادها وتدريبها لكي تكون فعلا قوة منتجة تعطي لحياتها الخاصة ولحياة الشعب عامة. تم تأسيس الجمعيات النسائية في تعز عام 1965 وفي صنعاء.
The Yemeni Women's Association participates in all religious observances and national celebrations. The association also participates in the Arab and international symposiums and conferences. The Yemeni Women's Association was founded in Taiz in 1965. Subsequently, chapters were founded in Sana'a in 76 and in Hodeidah ibn Zabid in 76. These associations are supervised and funded by the Ministry of Social Affairs and Labor, the Ministry of Education, and by the Governorate. In the light of this, the Yemeni Women's Association does not limit its objectives to teaching women how to read and write, cook or sew, but also actively participates in the political-economical arenas.
المشاركة في الحلقات الدراسية والندوات الدولية. طبعا الجمعيات لما بدأت العمل بدأت بتأسيس مراكز أو مركز لتعليم المرأة أصول الطهي والتوعية الثقافية والصحية وتعليم محو الأمية القراءة والكتابة، حيث تخرج العديد من السيدات في فصول محو الأمية وحصلنا على الشهادة الابتدائية في مراكز محو الأمية. لا يقتصر عمل الجمعيات بمجرد تعليم القراءة والكتابة أو أصول الطهي أو الخياطة أو تعليم الطباعة وتخرج الأخوات كسكرتيرات، ولكن شملت القضايا الاجتماعية والسياسية في كافة المجالات. وها هم الأسباب.
Young children, boys and girls alike, study and play in the same field. They're developing their bodies and minds. The state has made available play schools and daycare centers for these children. Play equipment have also been provided to entertain them.
لأطفالها ولنشء الجديد وسائل الرعاية والاحتضان، وكذلك وفرت لهم أدوات الترفيه واللعب التي يمارسونها لتقوى أجسامهم.
This is a group of girls of the post-revolutionary era going to school.
والعلم والتعلم.
حضارة سبأ أنها قامت في حوالي القرن التاسع قبل الميلاد.
Sheba civilization has started approximately in the 9th century BC. One of the famous and founding kings of this civilization was Kereb al-Watar. However, it was during the reign of Queen Bilqis that the civilization prospered politically, economically, and socially, and agriculturally. It is also to her credit that the Great Marib Dam was built.
ومن الناحية الاجتماعية وكذلك من الناحية الزراعية. فنجد أن من أشهر السدود التي قامت في اليمن في ذلك العصر هو سد مأرب، يعتبر من السدود العظيمة التي أقيمت في اليمن في عصر الملكة بلقيس.
النظام السياسي أو البناء السياسي هو النظام الذي يحدد شكل الدولة.
The form of the government determines whether it be a republic or a monarchy. This form also determines whether it be a democratic or a dictatorship.
أو أنظمة سياسية مختلفة، ولعل أبرزها أو أوضحها في المجتمعات هي النظام الدكتاتوري أو النظام الديمقراطي ونظام الحكم الإسلامي.
هذه مرحلة أخرى من مراحل. Hundreds of schools have been built within a program to spread education to every part of the country, to continue the search for productive identification and to the struggle for a better life.
ونشاط دائم من أجل المعرفة واكتساب معركة الحياة والانتماء الفاعل والانتماء الحي لها ولعطائها.
Hey girls, listen, you are invited to our graduation party. Get ready and don't forget. Sana'a University, the greatest achievement of the 26th of September Revolution, is ever expanding to provide room for the country's youth who have increased many souls in the search of knowledge. The descendants of Bilqis have a special place in the university. This place, which carries an aura of holiness that reminds one of Prophet Muhammad's mosque, may peace be upon him. The mosque was a place of worship. and learning which women used to join men in their prayers to the Almighty God. Since university education is more demanding than that of previous levels of education, more time has to be devoted to the learning process. The student does not only have to study the required textbooks, but has to search through references in the library so as to grasp the topic he is studying.
أكثر من الدراسة في المراحل السابقة تطلبا للجهد الأكبر، وتتطلب همة للمذاكرة والاطلاع، ليس على الكتاب المقرر وإنما على المراجع الأخرى، ليكون الطالب ولتكون الطالبة على إلمام كامل.
In this way, the descendants of Bilqis had succeeded. A proud smile, which is the product of hard work. She is graduating from the university and entering a new stage in her life. The practical application of what she had studied in the university. In her new job, she'll have to apply the skills in order that she may win the competition posed by the real world. When entering the job market, the women of the country are given the chance to pay back their country not in material things, but in sincerity and diligence to advance the country towards a better future. It is truly a debt which one has to pay back, for the country has provided one with the shade of its skies and shelter over its earth, and moreover, free education has been provided for all. For the descendants of Bilqis, the graduation means entering the real world where she will interact with modern technology and science as her way of paying back the debt to her country. The National Charter has come to affirm the principles of equality between men and women in all civil and political rights. It has stated, every citizen must be given full freedom within the bounds of Sharia and the law to choose whatever he needs and to use his skills to practice whatever he is attracted to, side by side with all his other rights in the society, whether he may be a man or woman. For all citizens are equal in the rights to free expression and vote in all rights and duties. On these bases, the rights to enjoy all political and civil rights are granted, along with the rights to nominate oneself in elections, which must be granted to all citizens. The democratic life and the development process in the country have necessitated the assimilation of women with their skills and abilities to match the revolutionary realities. The same realities which had opened the door wide open for them to advance themselves in health, education, and all social activities. Thus, women in Yemen have occupied many posts in the government, ministries, and financial institutions. The women are also participating in very important national activities. Women have entered into competition with men in the recent elections, which took place under a free and direct system of elections, in which the people have held through their various conferences, unions, and associations in the country. The women in Yemen have also reached top levels in the popular political activities. She has become a member of the permanent committee. From this place, I call upon all brothers and citizens not to hesitate nor give up their right to choose their representatives in the People's General Congress, in the General Assembly of the local councils. There is no voice that raises higher than the voice of the people. There is no commandership that exceeds the people's will. The people are the leaders. The people are the benefiters. The people are the ones who have the right to say yes or no.
لا صوت يعلى فوق صوت الشعب ولا قائد يعلى فوق قيادة الشعب. الشعب هو القائد. الشعب هو صاحب المصلحة. الشعب هو صاحب الصوت.
ومن واقع الإيمان
Believing in the sincerity of the President's directives and placing her trust on the sincerity of the democratic process in the country, the descendant of Bilqis has continued to break into important fields where she has strongly held on to and preserved the achievements of the great September Revolution. On the 17th of July, which marks the day of true democracy in the country, the Yemeni women took their place in the society, similar to men and hundreds of thousands of voters who came out in this day to cast their ballots in the biggest elections ever to be held in Yemen's ancient and modern history. The people were to elect their representatives to expand the membership of the People's General Congress and the elections of the local councils for cooperative development. The descendant of Bilqis did not only cast her vote, but went on to declare herself as a candidate in her electoral district, only to receive overwhelming support from both men and women voters. History has recorded a bright page for the Yemeni woman in modern times. She is making strides and feeling proud of her achievements, which are the achievements of the 26th of September Revolution. Progress and development are attained with the sons and daughters of the revolution who have made up a coherent national unity, believing in the noble Islamic beliefs and the aims of the September Revolution and the National Charter. The new Yemeni society reflects such an image of unity with the aim of achieving progress and prosperity for the nation.
السبتمبرية متقدمة ومتطورة بفضل عطاء أبنائها الأوفياء المخلصين من فتيات وفتية ومن رجال ونساء في وحدة وطنية متماسكة، لأن وثاقها قيم العقيدة الإسلامية السامية وأهداف الثورة السبتمبرية الخالدة، كما جسدتها جميعا مضامين الميثاق الوطني، وكما صار يبلور صورتها المجتمع اليمني الجديد، مجتمع سبتمبر والميثاق.
بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم.
Ladies and gentlemen, thank you for attending this important meeting which will discuss a number of political, economical issues which concern us and our country.
والمناقشة الكثيرة في القضايا السياسية والاقتصادية في بلادنا.